last math lesson for the week. And guess what? We're gonna do the last lesson in your textbook. Lesson 120. I know now after we finish this, we're gonna go back and do all kinds of lessons, and then we're going on to decimals next, but not yet. We have one more lesson with fractions that is found in your book, and it's lesson 120. That is on page 783. I can't believe we are to page 783. Now, we did skip to get down there, but it's page 783. If you look at the title there, it says multiplying mixed numbers. And this is actually the same as what you were doing yesterday, except you're not going to take it to the step of division. Okay, you're just multiplying, but you're going to be changing those, all the mixed numbers, into being improper fractions. Have to make sure I say that right. They're going to change them into improper fractions so that then you can multiply them correctly. So today you're going to have lots of practice with changing mixed numbers to improper fractions. Okay? If you turn in your book to the next page, 784, you'll see a couple of examples there. Example 1 shows us 1/5 times 4.5. 1/5 times 4 1/2. Do you remember what we said? We cannot multiply or divide when we have a mixed number. We have to change that into an improper fraction. So we can leave the 1/5, but let's change this into improper fraction. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9/2. Now we can multiply. 1 times 9 is 9. 5 times 2 is 10. The answer is 9/10. Yay, that's what the book says too, so we got it right, okay? That is what you are doing for all of these problems. Let's try the next example, 3 times 2 1/3. 3 times 2 1/3. Now, can we leave the 3 as a whole number? We got to do something to that as well. We've got to put it over 1. 3/1 times, okay, let's change this into an improper fraction. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, divided by 3, because we're talking about thirds here. Now we can multiply. 3 times 7 is 21. 1 times 3 is 3. We need to reduce this because we have a bigger number on the top than the bottom. 3 goes into 21. 7 times, we're done. There it is. There's no fraction part of it. It's just an even 7. Okay? Does that make sense? This is kind of a culmination of everything you've been doing with fractions. You have to remember all these different parts. You have to remember to put whole numbers on top of 1. You have to remember how to change a mixed number into an improper fraction. And then you have to remember how you multiply going straight across. And then you have to remember how to reduce and get them in their final reduced form at the end for your answer. So lots of things to remember. I think that's one of the hardest things for a lot of people with fractions is that you have to remember various steps in the process. But you've gotten good at fractions now, so I think you'll do just fine. This is good practice. As you get into harder math, you're going to have problems that have many, many, many steps. Algebra, oh my goodness, you'll have some that have long, long steps. Do you know that even as you get into some of the math in high school, you might have a problem that takes over a page to write it all out because it has so many steps in it. So this is good. It's stretching your brain to remember lots of parts of the process. So I know you're going to do well with it. Your assignment for today is to do the lesson practice that is on page 784. So page 784, and you are doing A through F. A through F. And then you're going to do the lesson 120 worksheet. This is the one that goes with your book. And so the lesson number is the same, lesson 120. And it gives you 6 more problems to practice there. So you only have a total of 12 problems. That's nice for a Friday because you'll have less to do today. And this is actually our last lesson that we're going to be doing on fractions. Okay? We're going to be going on to decimals next. But guess what? We won't do that until next Tuesday because Monday, on April 13, we have a day off school. We were going to have that day off school when we were in school, So you're still gonna get it off even though you're at home. So you won't have to worry about doing assignments next Monday. So have fun doing your 12 problems of this today, and I will see you again on Tuesday. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care, bye.